So at some point in time, the dog might bark. Can't help that. I hope your cat
It's all good.
your cat doesn't bark, but well.
No, but you might see a tail fly by.
Hi everyone, this is Kat Carmignani for Mass Golf, and it is an absolute pleasure to be joined today by Marilyn Carson, one of the biggest smiling faces I see at so many of our Mass Golf women's events. Marilyn, thank you so much for spending some time with me today.
Happy to do so. Thank
Great.
you.
So the theme that we're going to talk about is kind of staying positive right now through injury and rehabbing after surgery. And so recently you just had some surgery on your thumb. There it is. So hopefully, yeah, that's a pretty attractive sling there, and I'm sure you're going
Thank
to be
you.
used to that for quite some time. But let's kind of go back to the fun stuff. Let's talk about your golf game. How would you describe your golf game in 3 words or less?
Big, bold, fun.
Big, bold, and fun.
Would you agree?
I would say so. I
Yeah.
would say bold and fun for sure, because if anyone's seen you out on the course, your outfits are very bold. Orange being one of your favorite colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful. So you've got a healthy obsession with golf, like many mass golfers out there. And recently, you've decided to go ahead and take care of an injury that's been bothering you for some period of time. So, can you just talk to me a little bit about, just what's been going on?
Sure. So basically, it was an injury that just cascaded or got worse over time. It happened. It started about 3 years ago, and I was able to work through a couple of seasons, kind of plodding along. But this year, it just really made itself known that it wasn't going away, and I needed to do something about it. And my round suffered from it. My The quality wasn't as great or good as I expected to be, and I definitely couldn't get the practice in too. So I made a very thoughtful decision to get something done. I had it checked out. I also did the initial things with trying to get a cortisone shot to see if that could make it go away, and clearly it wasn't. So it was a decision that I needed to make for myself, knowing that I would be 6 weeks without use of, full use of my left hand. And then what I understand is that my feeling, my thumb won't feel the same for about 6 months, and I'm okay with that. It's just for me, it was really about playing golf. I mean, I am so incredibly passionate about this game. I love it dearly. I love everything that it's given me in my life, with friendships, with winning things. Just definitely it's made me the person that I am today, and I'm lost without it. And I do have expectations to play at a certain level, but with me, as you know, I just love playing the game with whomever, wherever. It doesn't matter. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. So having this, kind of go on for a couple of years now, at what point did you realize, like, it's time to take care of this, take care of yourself?
Yeah, it was the spring of the season when trying to hit through the rough, and when it's really coming in hard, and it hurt. It hurt, and it continued. And so playing golf wasn't fun anymore. It hurt to play. So I just it was an easy decision for me.
Yeah.
So
So do you think you waited longer than you probably should because you love to play so much?
yeah, perhaps. But I'm at this point now. It's been done.
Mhm.
Um, I maybe I could have benefited, but I gave it time to see how it kind of played out, to see if I could, weather the storm, if you will. But after year 3, it was just time to do something about it.
Yeah. So, I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of golfers going through this right now. I can't count on both my hands here how many people have said, oh, season's over. It's finally time to take care of, this shoulder, this knee, your
Oh
thumbs,
yeah. Yeah.
whatever's happening here. And yeah, you're out of the game for 6 weeks. I mean, your left hand in general, you're having to adjust your lifestyle and everything.
Yep.
What's your mindset going forward as you're healing right now?
Full throttle. Full throttle. I mean, I texted you. I texted you. I finally was able to catch up on the women's amateur that was held at Augusta National this year. I've been waiting for that moment to see it, and my God, watching those gals play was awesome. So it just now that's my study book, and now that's my playbook. It's like looking at their swing, their approaches, technical details that, I'm an analyst, I get into that junky stuff, but it's just, I'm already there. I'm already setting my wheels in motion for next year in terms of, just getting a positive visual in my head about what a beautiful swing is.
Yes.
And then just kind of playing that over in my head, because I'm not supposed to be swinging yet.
Yeah.
just kind of formulating that kind of breakdown in terms of what do I want to do from a swing perspective, because it's going to be challenging at first, and then going into what do I want to do in terms of practicing. How am I going to approach that differently this year? So I'm protecting what's been done, enabling me to, play at a higher level again. So,
yeah,
mid-level, wherever you want to put me, that level.
Yeah. So,
and achieve success there.
Yeah. Your incredible positive attitude's wonderful, and it's always infectious whenever I'm out on the course and I see you out there. But to continue to carry that through a cold winter with an injury, and you've just got this awesome mindset of setting goals and trying to accomplish things, or making adjustments to your game. That's how passionate you are about it. So, all right, name 5 things then that you'll do to kind of stay in the game mentally as you're healing right now.
Sure. So one is definitely watching tape. Mm-hmm. Another one is, going back to my books from the golf gurus, the Vision 54 ladies are amazing with their stuff, as well as, I can't remember, and I'm too lazy to go back there and get it. So reading up on things, going back through, I'm a journaler. Mm-hmm. I take crazy notes when I prepare for a tournament and stuff. Going back through, sifting through that, pulling out some nuggets there, picking up a new positive little Melly Mel notebook for 2022. And and then also working out with care, caution, but with purpose. As you know, I'm crazy out there with my stretching bands. That is a huge aspect of my game as well, is that I really take a lot of what's the word? I know fitness is an extremely important part of the game, as well as flexibility. So I don't shortcut any of those two. I make sure that I'm diligent about both efforts, and that they, definitely translate back onto the golf course. So then that I think that might be 4 and 5.
So those are absolutely perfect for anyone, even if they're not rehabbing an injury or undergoing surgery and things like that, right? These are perfect things to say mentally in the game, but not letting, those 6 weeks just be bed rest or anything like that is probably very important.
Yeah. I gave myself 2 days rest, and I already started, doing some cardio work and just gentle, and doing some ab work too, because I know.
You're crazy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So, but I know that it's something that I can do that doesn't involve this. And, it's important. Important.
Yeah. Kind of staying on this topic, do you have any best advice for anyone that may be, rehabbing an injury, undergoing surgery, just any tips and tricks beyond, just staying mentally in the game and things like that?
Yeah, it's preparation. It's really coming to grips with what are you getting yourself into, and understanding the magnitude of it, what the recovery process is, and how are you going to be able to sustain that? What's going to get you through, and how can you make a difference in terms of spinning that from a negative into a positive, like incrementally. Each day, what can I do better than I did the day before that's going to allow me to make the recovery quicker and heal faster. So that's generally the approach that I took with this, is that I knew what I was getting myself into, but I also knew what I needed to do. I had full accountability to say, okay, this is what I'm going to do day 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Yeah. And, stick with that plan, because it's measured progress, and it's something that's attainable, and it's something that you won't get discouraged with, because you're putting the effort in. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, in my book, it just makes sense. It's a common sense thing, but I'm kind of wired that way. But it does speak to the process itself, in that, if you apply it, anyone can do it. And it definitely, in the long run or short run, when it's in its crappy period like it is right now, there's discomfort, but I also know that, there's a lot of work that's going on inside for the healing process, but there's a lot of work on the outside, me, on the mental process, to say, okay, I feel good. I know this is good. And I know I'm going to be awesome once this is all said and done. So,
yes, yeah. That I love that. We're going to stick with, your thought process here. What are the goals for next season then? Because you're saying you're coming out the gate and you're going to be awesome for it. Let's hear it.
I already threw myself under the bus with this one. Because I challenged the living legends of presidents, which you should never, ever do. Say that I'm going to get my name up on the plaque for the club championship at Presidents. And I also have a club championship at Marlborough, because I belong to both places. I lost last year to a worthy competitor, great friend. But, I'm going to put myself out there. Mass golf events, yeah, I'll do the amateur and the senior amateur, and then look at some nice tournaments during the season. So yeah, definitely more playtime there.
Fantastic.
And I'll see you in the Jingle Bell next year, my friend.
I know. I had the pleasure to play right behind your group. I'm sorry we came into the clubhouse with a better score that day, but no,
it didn't. We tied.
Oh, we had a card off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Well, somebody had to win, I guess.
I know.
But you know what? I think those are fabulous goals, and I would even challenge you to kind of even go bigger, just because you have the right mindset and positive energy for all that too. So that's fantastic. Is there anything that you're going to take out of this season, injury aside and everything like that, that you kind of learned about your game or about yourself?
I am resilient. I appreciate everything that this game gives me. And I know this was a more difficult year than seasons past, but I made it through, and I had a lot of successes despite, you know, the crappy round. And I treasure it. And I don't, I learned through this that again, listening to your body and it telling you that it's not working anymore, that it's time to get it fixed, is kind of important. And so that's what I did, and I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, I just appreciate that you are willing to kind of talk through some of these things with me. Again, there's so many other people out there that are going to be, that may have already started that process of rehabbing or having surgery or are considering it for that off season. And I think hearing from you and again, your positive energy on this, just may make it a little bit easier. So we appreciate community members like you that are smiling faces out there at our events, but are so passionate about the game that, this isn't a setback for you. This is kind of that launching pad for even more golf, even better golf, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
I can't wait to hit the ball again the way that I'm supposed to hit the ball.
There we go.
Without pain.
Yes, yes, yes. You're going to discover a new side of the game now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. Well, perhaps we'll do a book club. Perhaps we'll do a roundup chat about some of these LPGA events or rewatching past events like the amateur at Augusta and things like that. So again, well wishes for a speedy recovery here, and
thank you.
Looking forward to seeing what 2022 brings for you.
2022, me and you in 2022.
Let's do it. All right. Thank you, Marilyn.
Bye.